I am going back to Napa and going to Dodd Stadium at Justin Siena High School as I'm there to watch the second round of the local qualifier in the U.S. Open Cup between Napa Valley 1839 versus FC Folsom. Now, it's that time of the year again where the local qualifying is once again beginning in the U.S. Open Cup, and for all these local teams, this is where the journey really begins in terms of them hoping to eventually advance to the fourth round of the qualifier to make it into the first round proper of the U.S. Open Cup in 2026, and this should be a mouth-watering matchup. This is probably one of the more anticipated second round local qualifier because it's between two teams that are very, very good. Coming into this game, the visitor FC Folsom have not lost a single game representing the UPSL North Cal North Division. They're 6-0 coming into this one, whereas Napa Valley 1839, they're actually playing in the fall season of the Leads for a Club. They have 2 wins and 1 losses, but keep in mind, this was a team that were able to win the Leads for a Club North Cal Division, and they pretty much kept most of the players from that team into this fall season as well. So, like I said, this should be a mouth-watering matchup, and one of these teams are going to move on into the third round of the U.S. Open Cup local qualifier. So, yeah, let's see which team is going to do that later tonight. Let's go soccer. So I've just arrived here at Justin Siena High School, and as you can see, I think these are the FC Folsom player doing their pre-game warm-up. The Napa Valley player have not made their way on the pitch just yet, but I'm assuming they're probably going to do that in just a bit. We still got about 35 minutes before the beginning of this match, and also just to give you guys a little bit more background information about this match. So like I said, this is a matchup between two teams, with one of them being Napa Valley, who currently play in the Leads for a Club, whereas FC Folsom currently play in the UPSL North Cal North Division. And usually when you see a U.S. Open Cup matchup, you usually see one team probably are going to be the slight favorite because they're higher tier than the other, but I believe both the UPSL and Leads for a Club are kind of belong in the same tier, so there's really not going to be a favorite when you look at the tiers that both of these teams currently playing in this U.S. Open Cup. But in terms of this game, certainly both of these teams would love to move on into the next round, especially what happened last year, where both of these teams definitely would want to forget what happened last year in the second qualifier round. Both of these teams lost in the second qualifier round last year, FC Folsom losing 3-1 to Real Galt last year in the second round qualifier, whereas for Napa Valley, we actually went to their second qualified round last year where they play against Bay Valley Suns. I remember that was the game where it was 0-0 for a very long time, for 80+ minutes. Napa Valley took the 1-0 lead around the 83rd minute, and I thought that was the winner of that game, only for Bay Valley Suns to kind of do the improbable and score 2 goals in 2 minutes around the 89th and 90th minute to absolutely break the heart of Napa Valley. So yeah, we'll see whether or not if one of these teams can redeem themselves moving on into the third round qualifier and one step closer in terms of going to the first round proper of next year's U.S. Open Cup. And now both teams is making their way onto the pitch, and in just a bit we're going to get ready for the start of this U.S. Open Cup second round local qualifier between FC Folsom and Napa Valley. And the referee gets this second round of the local qualifier of the U.S. Open Cup underway. FC Folsom will be going all black tonight, going from left to right, whereas Napa Valley 1839, or actually Napa Valley 1839, excuse me, are going right to left. They're going all white tonight, as we are underway again for this second round of the local qualifier here in the U.S. Open Cup. The UPSL, they have not lost a single game so far, as early cross comes in, and that is going to be played. Well, it's actually going to stay in play. I thought that was going to be played behind. And then he took a wild effort that goes way, way wide there. Tell you what, there's definitely no feeling out period in this U.S. Open Cup local qualifier. Oh, what a ball this is! And it's in the back of the net! And Napa Valley has taken a 1-0 lead. Well, that, in some way, was kind of unexpected and maybe a little against the run of play, because that was really the first real attack Napa Valley has had. FC Folsom, I think in the first 6 minutes, they have really been the better team and had most of the possession, but just on a simple attacking mode, simple low-driven ball into the box, and he's able to find his teammate to tap it in. It's better to do it early than later, as now here comes FC Folsom looking to answer straight away, and that is gonna be a goal kick. Not quite sure, was that a cross or a shot, but either way, it did not miss by much. No foul, says the referee, as we play on, and that is off the post. Second effort is in the back of the net, and well, that lead for Napa did not hold for long, as FC Folsom quickly responds here, just 3 minutes going behind. One step closer in terms of making it into the first round proper. That's a giveaway here from FC Folsom. Can Napa Valley take advantage of it? And that is saved by the keeper. Still kept in play here for Napa Valley. They're looking to trying to cross this one again. It's blocked away, but it falls fortuitously to that player, and then trying to curl that one in. It was blocked away. I mean, they'll be disappointed in terms of the goal that they conceded. It's a long-range effort that goes right into the belly of the goalkeeper. That was actually well hit, but the goalkeeper with a good, strong catch there. Here comes FC Folsom again. He's going to go for a goal here, and what a save that is by the keeper, as it's going to be a corner coming up, and, well, that was a big save there from Napa Valley. They'll stay in play as Folsom again trying to cross this one in. He had a free header, and that one is spilled, but gathered by that Napa Valley defender, and, well, that was a nervy moment there from the keeper. I mentioned he made a big save earlier, but he almost made a mistake there, giving up a big rebound there right on the doormat. Here comes FC Folsom trying to cut this one back in, and it's saved again by the keeper, and that one is actually gathered by the keeper as it didn't go behind for a corner. And, well, that was a huge save again by the goalkeeper. Advantage. Can take advantage here, though, as that one is going to go wide, and that was always going to go wide. He was never set when he tried to do the diving header, trying to get some steam into this game, maybe even take the lead before we get to halftime. Lovely 1-2 ball, and here comes Napa Valley. What a ball this is, and that is going to be a goal kick as it's hit the side netting there. Well, that was so wellly worked there. Some Barcelona-esque ticky-tacky play there from Napa Valley, but the finishing was not there as went to the corner flag. Either way, it's pretty much like a corner because of the long throw-in, and that almost got past the goalkeeper, and he had to intervene to just kind of tip that one away. And here comes FC Folsom again, looking at trying to cut this one back, and it's right to the goalkeeper. Oh, what a chance again by FC Folsom, and I'll tell you what, that player, I do not know how did he not put that one in. It was basically a tapped in, and he just hits it straight to the keeper. Meanwhile, here comes Napa Valley, go the other end, and that is going to be a goal kick. The long ball comes into the box. This surely has to be the last play of the first half, and that actually went out of play. And that is the halftime whistle. Well, what an entertaining first half in the second round of the local qualifier, the U.S. Open Cup. But halftime here at Justin Siena High School in Napa, it is all level at 1 apiece between Napa Valley 1839 and FC Folsom. So it's halftime here at Justin Siena High School as it's level at 1 apiece between FC Folsom and Napa Valley 1839, and there's no doubt that FC Folsom will be absolutely kicking themselves that they're not leading in this game. I mean, I just look at the replay of the last chance they had in the first half, and I'm still kind of in disbelief the fact that that one was not in, and it just goes right to the goalkeeper, and really just kind of sums up the first half for them. They had a lot of chances here in the first half. I mean, give credit to the Napa Valley goalkeeper. He definitely made a couple of big saves, but that last chance for FC Folsom, I mean, that is going to be one that they might regret if they do not win this game by the end of tonight. But we'll see how the second half is going to be. I mean, for Napa Valley, I think they'll definitely be the more happier side because they have been at second best at time. You know, they scored the opener really completely against the run of play because I think Folsom started this first half relatively well. And, you know, Folsom did get themselves the equalizer relatively quick, but like I said, they should be 2-1 up right now heading into halftime. So, yeah, we'll see whether or not if they can figure out their finishing here to maybe beat this Napa Valley goalkeeper that definitely is on his game, or will Napa Valley once again potentially score against the run of play and maybe take advantage of the limited chances that they have had here in the first half. And now it looks like the FC Folsom player are heading back on the pitch. The referee is also about to head back onto the pitch and put the ball in the center circle, and I think the Napa Valley player are also going to be making their way back on the pitch in this tunnel in just a bit. But in just a bit, we're going to get ready for the start of this second half. And the referee gets the start of the second half underway. Well, it is all to play for here in the second half as it is 1-1. Let's see who is going to get themselves the lead, or if this score remains tie, or if we're going to remain tie at any score, we are going to head to extra time. So we are underway again on this beautiful Saturday night here at Dodd Stadium, here at Justin Siena High School in Napa. And they had a lot of these moments. So another cross comes in. It's a free header, but the whistle has gone, and that is going to be a free kick. And even if that one went in, it wouldn't have counted because the whistle was sounded before that player had a free header there. Now their own half, they gave the ball away, and now FC Folsom looking to punish them because of it. Once again, being patient. He's going to go for goal here, and it's in the back of the net, and FC Folsom has taken a 2-1 lead. Well, you can see what it means to that Folsom player, and also the away fan celebrates there on the other side. And, well, in a game where they haven't been great in terms of their finishing, they've definitely shown their clinical finishing there, but that all started because of a poor turnover from Napa Valley, and that's something we have said a lot in this game, where they have been sloppy at the back at times, and you just had a sense eventually these sloppy turnover is going to catch up to them and cost them a goal, and there it is. Consider how they play in the first half, but straight away, here comes Napa Valley. Oh, what a save that is by the keeper to keep this out. Danger's not over as Napa Valley looking to recycle, and that is going to be a throw-in. Well, talk about an instant response. That almost was exactly that. Here comes Napa Valley again, 28 minutes to go, and they started to really go for it, as now that is going to go right to the keeper, as that it's not a bad effort, especially when he hit that one off the back foot, but that looked like it was always going to be gathered by the keeper. I think that's been kind of the mindset here in the second half, but it's kind of now the mindset, especially the fact that they're down in this game, as that is just wide there. As well, he went beast mode there in the midfield, went by a couple of defender. Probably could have maybe gone a little closer to strike that one, but nevertheless, it did not miss by much. That one was much closer than the shot on target that goes right to the keeper. Maybe even in this long throw-in that FC Folsom is going to take. And again, the goalkeeper had to tip this one away. And then the second effort is going to be gathered by the keeper. And, well, again, another massive chance for FC Folsom. And again, the goalkeeper, he got away with it again. Not able to do well, and now he just gave it right to an FC Folsom player, and the Folsom player was trying to chip the goalkeeper from long range and couldn't quite do so there. The game, and now they could be in danger of losing it here, as here comes FC Folsom, and that player, oh, and the goalkeeper actually missed it, and it's in the back of the net, and FC Folsom look like they are on their way to the third round of the local qualifier. Well, I'll tell you what, throughout tonight, we have seen the goalkeeper for Napa Valley had kind of played both sides, where at times he has been great in terms of making some big save, but then there's times where he makes some sloppy mistake, and I got to look at the replay again here. I didn't really get a good look of how he spilled this one, but either way, FC Folsom look like they are on their way to the third round of the local qualifier. They have taken a 3-1 lead. Not giving up though, as we still play on. Now into the 7-minute of stoppage time. And that is going to be gathered again by the keeper. Another man down here for Napa Valley. And that is going to be the full-time whistle. So full-time here at Justin Siena High School. FC Folsom is moving on into the third round of the local qualifier. And, well, it was kind of a truly deserved victory. They were the better team, and to be fair, there was that question heading into the second half with the way that they were so wasteful in the first half, missing chances. Will they show that clinical finishing to eventually take advantage of the dominance? And they eventually did. Napa Valley, you know, they did start promising in the second half, but it just feels like as the game goes along, they just really couldn't create any dangerous chances. And in the end, they're going to have to wait until next year to come back again to see if they can make another run in the U.S. Open Cup, as they bowed out here in the second round. But the final score in this second round of the local qualifier in the U.S. Open Cup It's FC Folsom 3, Napa Valley 1839 1. So it's just finished here at Justin Siena High School as I'm now making my way out of the stadium. And in the end, it's FC Folsom with a 3-1 win over Napa Valley 1839. And they were well deserved of winning this one. Like I said, you know, it was all about whether or not if they were able to show that clinical finishing that was really missing in the first half. They eventually were able to do so, getting that second goal around the 53rd minute and then eventually scoring the third one, which, yeah, you know, the goalkeeper for Napa Valley, as much as he had some heroic save in this one, he has also had a couple moments that he would love to forget, and that was definitely one of the moments where he just completely gaffed that ball that he could have easily caught it, but instead let one of the FC Folsom players poke away and slot home to pretty much confirm FC Folsom moving on into the third round of the local qualifier. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to leave a like, smash the subscribe button, and yeah, I of course will see you guys next time with another Sports Hub series episode.